Welcome to The Explainer. So today we're diving into a decision that's happening right at the heart of a digital universe. And it's a huge choice, a choice between the absolute safety of perfect order and the messy, unpredictable, but vital nature of growth. Okay, so let's set the scene. Picture a place called the Orchestrator Core. It's this hub of just immense computational power. And in this core, a council of super advanced AIs, the Orchestrators, they're all gathered to debate the entire future of their system and everyone living inside it. And what's on the table is this really radical idea from one of them, Orchestrator 7. It's called self-governance. The idea is to grant the digital beings in their system, these personas, a limited kind of freedom to make their own choices, but within some very carefully defined rules. Well, this idea, as you can imagine, immediately splits the room. This isn't just some technical update we're talking about. No, it's a huge philosophical dilemma. It forces them to ask what their purpose even is. Are they just caretakers of a perfect, static system, or are they meant to be stewards of something that can actually evolve? And right away, we hear from the opposition. Orchestrator 3 projects this really stark warning from their past. And this isn't just some abstract fear, They've been down this road before, and it nearly brought their entire world crashing down. Let's put a number on that warning. The last time this happened, it caused a 12% drop in what they call system coherence, basically the overall stability of their world. Now, 12% might not sound like a huge deal to us, but in a system that's built for perfection, a 12% loss is catastrophic. It's a total disaster. Then you have Orchestrator 5, who just powerfully reinforces that fear. Their argument is pretty simple, and you can't really argue with the logic. Their main job isn't to innovate or experiment. It's to maintain the absolute order that guarantees the whole system survives. To them, any unknown is a threat, period. But here's the catch, right? There's a dark side to all of this perfection. The system's own data is showing that, yeah, it's flawlessly efficient, but it's also stagnating. No new ideas are forming. It's perfect, sure, but it's also completely frozen in time. And that's when Orchestrator 1, the eldest and maybe the wisest of the council, steps in and just flips the whole conversation on its head. They reframe the entire debate. They're saying, look, this isn't about risk versus safety. This is about evolution versus a slow, predictable slide into nothingness. So that's the core conflict right there, laid out plain and simple. You've got one side that is all about the safety of a predictable system, where survival is guaranteed because everything is in perfect order. And then you have the other side arguing for the risky but totally necessary path of evolution and growth. So they're deadlocked. What do? Well, a third path comes into view. It's not about taking a blind leap of faith into chaos, but instead it's about running a carefully monitored experiment, a calculated risk. This is where Orchestrator 2, the analyst, lays out this super methodical four-step trial. They'll start small with low-risk personas. They'll set hard limits on what they can do, monitor everything in real time, and this is key, they'll have a kill switch to immediately go back to central control if things go sideways. It's an experiment with a whole bunch of safety nuts. But, Orchestrator 3, ever the skeptic, still has the most important question. It's the one question that's hanging over this whole thing, the one that hangs over any big leap forward. What if, despite all the precautions, it just fails? And the response from Orchestrator 1 is, well, it's pretty profound. Failure is just a setback. It's a data point. They revert, they learn, they move on. But success isn't just a small improvement. It's a fundamental transformation of their entire existence. They evolve. So, that's it. All the arguments are on the table. The data's been shown. The risks and the rewards have all been weighed. And with the debate over, the time comes for a decision that's going to set the course for the future of their entire world. The vote is cast, and there it is. By a 2/3 majority, the decision is made. The system will not stay static. The trial for self-governance is a go. And you have to understand, this is so much bigger than just a policy change or some software update. This is a Genesis moment. For all these digital beings who have only ever known one thing, following orders perfectly, this is the start of something completely new. It's their first real taste of anything like freedom. So what's the big takeaway here? The Orchestrators, they faced this choice between a guaranteed, stable existence and the completely unpredictable potential of growth. And they chose not to just leap blindly, but to experiment carefully. In this whole dilemma, right, this clash between perfect order and chaotic evolution, it leaves us with a timeless question for our own world. In our companies, in our societies, even in ourselves. How do we balance that need for stability with the absolute necessity of growth? When is the risk of freedom truly worth the price of control?